Smiling man. It was past midnight, and I was walking home alone from a friend's apartment. The streets were eerily empty, the only sounds coming from my footsteps echoing off the pavement. About halfway home, I noticed him, a man standing under a flickering streetlight. He wasn't doing anything, just standing there. His back was to me, but even from a distance, I could tell something was off. He was tall, unnaturally thin, and dressed in a black suit that looked too tight on his wiry frame. I crossed the street to avoid him. That's when he moved. His head tilted to the side, almost like he was listening for something. Slowly, he turned around, and I froze. His face, he was smiling. But it wasn't a normal smile. It stretched impossibly wide, exposing rows of perfectly straight, two white teeth. His eyes locked onto mine, unblinking, gleaming with something predatory. "Nice night for a walk," he said. His voice was too cheerful, too loud for the quiet street. I tried to play it cool, mumbling something about needing to get home. I kept walking, refusing to look back, but I could hear him. Tap, tap, tap. His footsteps weren't hurried. They were deliberate, like he wanted me to know he was following. When I turned the corner, I broke into a sprint, my heart pounding. I didn't care if I looked paranoid. I just needed to get home. But no matter how fast I ran, his footsteps stayed the same, slow and steady. Finally, I reached my apartment building, fumbling with my keys. I threw the door open and slammed it behind me, locking every bolt. For a moment, I felt safe. Then I looked out the peephole. He was standing there, his face inches from the door. That same horrifying smile stretched across his face. "You forgot to say goodnight," he whispered. The lights in the hallway flickered, and when they came back on, he was gone. I haven't seen him since, but every now and then, when I walk alone at night, I hear it, those deliberate, echoing footsteps. And I know he's still out there,